after an hour and 18 minutes. Something went wrong. Have to try. It happened to my phone many times already. And if I have good environment, there's no music around from my neighbors. That's the time that it happened. I think if you follow through all my live streaming videos, I keep mentioning that because it happened many times. Not always, but many times. Most of my live streaming, like suddenly something went wrong, have to try. And I don't know if that live streaming can go through after a few minutes. I don't know if it can be seen by others. And yeah, only YouTube will know about it. But then what I'm confused about is that why it's like that. So we have to continue our live streaming with this durian planting. But first we have to cut down that trunk. I think we have to move this one a bit farther. And we have to sanitize our bolo here before we cut that trunk. Today's Sunday, tomorrow is already the beginning of the semester. And this is another long hole of this notice students. Okay, we'll cut right here. I'll be asking what I'm going to use with this trunk. We use this as barricade around our durian seedlings. There you go. Wow. Not that way. Wow. It's already wrapped into the core here. Slanting, baby. Fuck! Scared me to death, fucker. Hi. See? Well. We have this. And one more. Uh, okay, this one will be here. Oh, there. need some more one, but anyway, do this. This was not wrapped in YouTube, friends. I think that one chop will go through to the end of this trunk, and just a little bit left. I have to make sure that I cut it perfectly without any like damn, this one's so heavy. Hmm. And the smell is fucking foul. Hmm. Well, let's go there and place this one here. Good, 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 good. Well, let me use down. That's it. And this big mama here. I'm still shaking inside. Okay. Now, well, I'm going to finish this one. Uh, Not yet. And there is Stone, Chico, said not yet. No. Pwede kong temporary lang. Yeah. I think this will work. Okay. Good. And that's it. So we'll add more organic material here in this particular plant, YouTube friends, in the coming weeks. Yeah. That's Durian 7. Like we had this two already in our live streaming session now. So this will be the next. We still have to widen the circumference of that hole. And we'll take another few minutes or 20 minutes, I guess. Okay, let's go digging. Hi. This one still need more minutes or half an hour to work with. I think I'll pass the other side here on the left side to get the uh, chickens. I know, cost menu. I thought this hole here is already good. The time that I was digging here. But well, that was dark here. I didn't have flashlight. That was early evening before my wife and I went to the park. We need to do the jogging exercise. The pitch water is over for a bath. Ame! Me? Dalahin mo ang tubig may nambe? I think if I have time at school during my vacant time, but I think I need to upload the video first before I can cut them. I don't know how many minutes the free Cupcat subscription, free membership. I don't know how many minutes they allowed in the video. So we need to buy. So we have to. I think for me, to make it easier, to widen the hole, and then use our shovel to get all this dirt, this earth right here. See. Hmm? Ano? Kuya ay.
Ilan pa? Ang ganda na yung lupa dito. Yun,
Nalimot ka ilang sako ng kasmanyo at chicken manyo nila ko dyan. Tanim mong kamuti. Na wala akong na-harvest.
3 pa.
Right.
Nagawa na ako.
Nang?
Kusila.
Madali lang to. Tapos pag may music, ay wala. Tigil agad. Kain. Kaya nga, weirdo ng mga yan. Hirap intindihin. If you can read the rhythm, then tell me. Oh.
Yang
Doon sa ano?
ito na.
Diyan ito bisa. Oh. Uh, how will I do that? I have to Durian trees already. Okay. Here. Do some acrobatic form of a mulberry. Yeah, like your own. To do a hell of a thing. I'm not sure. Bagulat. This will be the last scoop. Not sure. I think it is. So move it faster so that we can finish early. I still don't have breakfast, YouTube friends. All I had was a cup of oats and a glass of water, and now I have just have drink like 500, 400 ml of fresh water. But now, start loving farming. I want to be teaching at a full-time farmer. So hopefully we can have the funds that we can buy land in my country. Yeah. We have lands, but that is too far from. It's another island in Mindanao. I want to buy land in the zone for the purpose of the like the fact that it's easier to market your products in a good price in the zone. But in my island Mindanao, the fertilizers are quite expensive, and the price of your product once you sell them one to middlemen, because you don't have access in the market by yourself. There's the middlemen that block your way. They buy all the stuff, so you'll end up penniless after 3, 4 months or 1 year of hard work. It's a problem there, like monopoly. And this middleman, this businessman, they have association in which they have the same price, cheap price for all the goods. And these middlemen have the access to export your products, but they're manipulating the price, they're exploiting the poor farmers. We don't have financial assistance from the government, so that's the problem. There might be from the president's office, from the Senate, but once it stops at the province, at the Congress, and much more to the governor's office, to the mayor's office, to the barangay, but you got nothing. You'd say, ah, no budget. Why in the world you're asking for a financial assistance? Go to work, find your means of financing your farm. That's why you borrow. We have these loan sharks that they can spike the interest up to 20, 25, 30%. Now you're even struggling to pay the mother the main capital of your loan, much more to the interest. So how can you make money with your farm? That's why many farmers have sold their lands, try to find some opportunity in the city, only to find out that they became homeless later on. It's not easy to friends. That's why I don't want to give up my land there that I inherited from my dad. Of course, my mom's still alive, so we both inheriting that. Don't have siblings. I'm the only child. My late father had around 7, 8 hectares of land in two locations. It's a hilly form of a land in which right now there were paper trees that were planted. I think some of them are ready to be harvested, but the buyers stopped buying because of that COVID. I don't know if they resume the operation now. So, so we don't make money of that land. My late dad, has still a share of the conjugal property. It's coconut trees, where it's a big piece of land, but 10 of them, the siblings, have to like share that. Now what they did was like they allow each of the sibling to take over the harvest of the coconut trees every uh, like quarter, every 3 months. So four siblings will have the chance to take over the harvest each time, like four siblings in a year. And when it was my dad's turn, three other siblings, one was already finished and the other two was still like behind him, asking that the three of them will go first. And imagine, so we moved down to the fourth and blah blah. I said to my mom, let them fuck that line. I don't want to share it. So lately they said there was money after more than a year. It was my dad's turn, but since we're not there, somebody has to work it out, and then we just pay cut from the expenses will be cut from the gross income of that coconut harvest. Then there was money. Yeah, it's a big chunk of money, I cannot mention the figure. But they said, "Oh, we borrow some." Really, and they're not informing us, but since they're the one holding the money, so they told us they borrowed the money after they have used it already, and the rest we fix the like the mausoleum, the pantheon of my dad, and we built like a shelter, and then we cemented the area. I don't know, but my mom did not ask picture. So actually, it is they're Muslims by blood, not by conversion. Because my granddad was a Muslim by blood. My dad from somehow becoming a Haji, and then he went to an Adventist Christian until he died. So even they're not living the real blood as Muslim now, they don't have religion. They do what they want, but still their pride and their arrogance sometimes, yeah, they would say that we are in that clan. And I don't want to have a share with that. They can take side in me if the individuals outside are touching or like hurting me. But inside the family, we were bullied many times since I was young. So it is good if outsiders are hurting us because they will not hesitate to fuck off those guys. But inside the family, we were bullied many times. So that's the situation there, you two friends. Because my dad didn't want to assimilate with them. He has his own principle. Because when he was young, when he was a kid, until he like turned to a teenager, he was the only sibling among the 10 who really helped my granddad planting the coconut trees. Actually, there was this around more than 10 hectares of coconut trees in which each of them shared 1 hectare. I got 1 hectare from my dad, but I just sold it for 30,000 peso. That was so cheap. 1 hectare of coconut trees for 20,000 peso because they said, "Oh, it's a family member who will buy that share, so why don't make it cheap? Why like uh why expensive? So make it cheap." So that I don't want to have some conflict with them because they already created conflict between us. Even we're not doing anything. So I just sold the land peacefully with 20,000 peso for 1 hectare of coconut trees. But there's another land right now in which the share of my dad from the harvest was borrowed. It is borrowed for eternity. It is a loan for eternity. I'm not thinking that they're going to pay it back. That's their excuse. Yeah, it's annoying, disappointing at the same time. The way I cannot do anything with that. But I will ask but it's my mom. My mom has no connection with him by blood because he was the wife of my dad. But me, I have blood from my dad, so maybe 25, 30% Muslim. I don't know, 50%. So, uh, but it's my mom communicating them because I don't like them. To be honest, they are my relatives by blood, but it seems like I am too far from them. I'm one of the youngest grandson, grandchildren of my late grandpa in that Muslim side. So many of my cousins, they're already like Some of them now have grandkids, probably. So that's why. But one thing that they cannot really touch me because Muslims community respect, highly respected their clan, their relatives who finish bachelor's degree, and I'm the only one who got that. I'm the only one who got bachelor's degree. The rest of them, they're stupid. They're just goofing, fooling around in the class since elementary. Some of them, many of them, didn't even graduate elementary, and a few of them went to high school. But it's a Bureau of Non-Formal Education. We have this education program in Philippines in which you cannot go in a proper high school where you have to go through one, two, three, four, first, second, third, fourth year. That was the time before K-12 program of the 30 being implemented. Now we have K-12, so you have to finish 6 years in your high school. Before, during my time, I was able to finish in 4 years. But if you cannot do that because the many circumstances, reasons behind, you don't have money or the school is not accessible to you or you cannot afford. So we have this Bureau of Non-Formal Education, BNFE, where a few of my cousins were able to finish through that study. And there's another one now who got married to a one-star general police. Yeah, a regional director in Region 11. Uh, the, the wife of that man is my cousin, first cousin. And somehow now I think they're rich. They have their own fishing vessel. To build that fishing vessel, like it costed them around 7, 8 million peso. And I think it was operational already, and then they need another million peso for the diesel so that they can operate, they can go fishing, buying food and stacks for the whole 2 or 3 months in the ocean, not going anywhere but to fish. I think they're rich now. They have this general merchandise store. Of course, general in the police. So they really make tons of money. I don't know if it's legal or not, but regardless, they make money. Somehow, my mom was hurt because this cousin of mine where she used to communicate, or maybe sometimes now they're still communicating with these arrogant words, probably with the status, but it is not supposed to be because we're cousins, we're blood related. But well, yeah, some people change when money arrives. But I promise you, you two friends, it won't happen to me. The more I have money or turn to a billionaire one day, the more I'll become generous. But of course, only the deserving ones. It doesn't mean it's my family, because in my family, I think there are only a few ones that are deserving to be reach out with some financial assistance from me if I'll become a millionaire or multimillionaire one day. But I think there are more people out there who are not my blood related, probably friends in the church or probably totally stranger, unknown to me. But somehow they earn the respect from me, and so they deserve my help somehow if I'm that kind of a rich man. But I think on my mother's side, some of them deserve to be helped, and even some of my wife's relatives. But on my dad's relatives, if you're looking for the real greedy people in terms of money, just imagine that with your friends. the land in which that is the remaining piece of land where they make a turn of the coconut harvest, like four siblings in a year, one semester, one sibling to take over the harvest. I mentioned that one to you already. And they're trying to sell that land. Actually, they attempted several times to sell that land. And they're even like calculating, counting their share of the money that they can sell for the whole land, even before finding where the title of the land is. And until now, they couldn't find where the title is because it was loaned to somebody when my granddad was suffering from diabetic and he was hospitalized for many months. They're running out of money. They were a rich family before. They have this boat for like hire, where even my dad was one of the operators there, three or four of them out of the 10 siblings, because there were girls as well. And yeah, there's no access in terms of road, there's no access there. So the only access for people to get into that seaside where there's a settlement there is only through by boat. And it was my granddad that I think several boats there that he owned, and requesting from the electricity district to send people to like uh, send an electricity line to right in there in the house of my granddad, in which it is not even accessible to trucks. So that means my granddad was very influential back in the day. So they're not ordinary, but since their arrogance, my granddad wasn't able to grow or like train all his children to behave well. Many of them fight against the teachers, and the teachers back in the day, like they have this Spanish discipline where stupid children need to be beat in the ass. And many of my uncles have to go through with that, and they fight against the teachers. So they punch the face of the teacher, and then they use the sling, and then they slingshot the teachers. That was a hell of a situation for my granddad. He was highly respected in the community, the barangay, and the school, and the whole community there. But many of his new children were stupid, except my dad. That's why when one of my uncle came in from, yeah, he was from Mecca, the sacred place for the Muslim community, came into the house and asked my granddad's permission that my dad is selected among 10 siblings to be the Haji. But my dad already got the baptismal questionnaire for Seventh day Adventist Christian, and he is about to be baptized that week, that coming Saturday. I think that that day, maybe before Saturday. And so my dad simply refused the offer and said, "No, I want to be Christian." So that was the story. And when my dad met my mom, a devoted Catholic, so they got married, they got wedded in the Catholic Church. And only one sibling of my dad, like the the eldest child of the family, was a female, and also my godmother at the same time, Rosa. Her name is Rosa Magtawan. So only her came to the wedding of my dad, because my grandpa on my mother's side, they are Catholic, they're devoted Catholics. My mom was a catechist back then. So after that wedding, my dad didn't have any religion, but 1989, there were literature evangelists came to visit to our house by accident because they're looking for water. They were thirsty, selling books in the mountain. So whom are they going to sell? The monkeys? And then they accidentally arrived in a small hut. That was our house. And yeah, long story short, to make the long story short, my dad was convinced to get back to Seventh day Adventists because it happened that the literature evangelists were Seventh day Adventists. But I think most of them now they were gone from the faith. They lost from the faith. And yeah, 1989, my dad got rebaptized. My mom did as well, convinced to be a Seventh day Adventist because she was suffering this like she looked like pregnant, but we call that one in our vernacular dialect beriberi. It's fatal disease. Like my mom looks like pregnant, but it's nothing there, like tumor maybe. And then yeah, it was just a natural therapy, and I forgot the. I don't know if that kind of medicine is still there. It's over the counter medicine. You can buy that one in the clinic, and and it was a Seventh Day Adventist woman, but later on backslided from the faith. That was an instrument that my mom was able to recover from a health problem, and then now my mom is healthy and young, and she looks like my sibling. Many of the people around, when we walk together, they misunderstood us that she's my older sister and I am her younger brother, but actually she's my mother biologically. So that means my mom now is turning 59 next year, next February, and she's still young. My dad died at the age of 48, and that time my mom was 44, so around 14 years now. No, not 14 years. I've been here 12 years already. I worked in the field for around 2 years. It's 15 years. Yeah, 15 years now. Okay. Are we still live? Okay. Let me get the Cosmin. We'll use this pot. That this big pot. You smoke pot. Now I plant. To buy more of this cow's manure. So what will use the well, I have to cut banana trees from the outside. Ulat ko mga chiko ha. Hapit na tamahuman. Manon sana ako niya bago tamang buhian. Sapat kayo na. Baon na may kong trabaho doon. Boy, ang problema. Yan. Hintay kayo dyan. Ulan. Ulan. Where's the Caesar? Well, it's right here. Maybe, but now I cannot remember where is it. Oh. Ah, da 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 da. Well, okay. Use this. There's the stone. The heavy one. This one. Concrete, actually. Mhm. We'll add more. Cow's manure. Get out there. Okay. And last last two plants after this. But I think it will take us some time to get banana trees that we're using to do the barricade. Well, next we have to tie that down. I need to wash my hands. Oh, I thought it will rain because lately we have this dark clouds, and I thought it will convert into rain. Mm. Gulat mo ha. Huwag trabaho dire. I'm pretty sure you'll disturb my work if I let you go outside. Para sa ating lahat na hindi tayo maabala. Hintay kayo dyan. Okay. So we only need banana plant. I think we have it outside. So I'll bring it there to finish. Or we will continue the planting and we will do it at once. Yeah, later. So I have to bring water here. Well, I need to buy more cow's manure next month for these plants here, the durian trees. Actually, I have to put more organic matter like cow's manure here later on. This whole thing should be covered thoroughly. Now let's go here. I thought this was good enough, but look at now. There's a lot of work to do. Well, the last plant to be planted there, the hole is already prepared yesterday. So I think only here that there's a need of a bit of work. I think the deep is okay, but the circumference is not okay. But I was really fast here digging. As far as I can remember, that was even together with that. How many holes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 5. Oh, it's hard now. Mm, because that evening, that was Thursday. Yep. Is it Thursday? Yeah. Was it? Yeah, Thursday. That was Thursday evening, and there was rain here, heavy rain. I think the other day, the previous day, Wednesday or Tuesday. So the soil was really, really soft. So in that short period of time, I was able to accomplish this work here. Now, hmm, I'm really tired. And this presence of the sun that starts to hit my skin. Imagine still morning, but not early morning now. Oh, shit. Forgot. Mami! 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 Sorry, paano ng tubig, kaya pala nagkukumping tong mga manok. Yung yung supplement nila, yung gamot nandun siningit ko sa atip ng nung payag doon kubo-kubo sa harap. Sinsya na. Ah, hindi pa ako makaalala. Fuck. I'm killing my loving chicken. What time is it now? They don't have water since last night. Now it's a Thursday. Oh, fuck me. Quite irresponsible. I have so many things in my head. My head is preoccupied of many stuffs right now. And of course, you cannot work them all together at one time. Now, my chicken is sacrificed. Hmm. That fucking movie last night was really detrimental. Shit. Ano yan? Ah, okay. Sorry, Chico. Sorry. Sorry, have your water. Okay, okay. Tingin-tingin na nga sila sa lagayan. Oh. Inom na sila sa lagayan. Wala pang water. You have your fresh water. Sorry, kiddos. Dito. Dito mo gas. Bakit? Ayaw? That's better. Gas. Di ba? Oo. Pero lalagyan ko ng puno yung isa naman. Ano, parang mga... So, so what? Ah, babies, the water. Water. Sorry. I'm so stupid. You're so thirsty. Sorry, babies. How many eggs do you have already? I don't know. Yesterday was 5. Now I can 3 or 4. Good job, ladies. Good job. Keep drinking water, okay? After I plant the durian and put a barricade and over the top so that we don't have any temptation there, then let you go out. It will take some time. Keep drinking water there to feel your thirst. My chimkins there, YouTube friends, behind that jackfruit tree. Where's my shadow? I think Well, this one's better. Well, yeah. Please, 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 no more music yet. No, 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 no music yet. Still have to finish this. 1, 2, 3. I can squeeze the here and more durian to be planted. The chickens were really thirsty. Until now, they're still drinking water. I'm sorry, chicos. Ah, that's enough. Put the cow's manure there. The durian tree after. On top of the cow's manure. Mhm. What I'm doing. The water here. What else do we need? Ah, the BBC. Please, I have this one fucking achievement. This Sunday, YouTube friends, we finish planting our durian trees. This is second to the last, and the last is more easy. But of course, after this, we still have to uh, place three, three barricades and all the bananas there are outside or in the outside to get it. Where is it? Oh, yeah. See that? YouTube friends. So the owner of this house is so lucky that I am his renter because I am planting a future wealth for him to enjoy. But of course, while I'm still here, it's me to enjoy this one place. So my wife and I can live here for another 10 years. So for 6 years, we'll be enjoying the bounty from this durian trees that we are planting right now. Ah, okay. I'm sorry, boy. I have to remove you. You still have your brothers there. You might compete the growth of our durian. So I cannot allow it. Okay, you. Well, one more. One more YouTube friend. And we achieved. Huh. Okay. Now let's go to the last fucking durian plant of the day. So let me bring all these stuffs here. There. Well, yeah, I think that's enough. We fill it with more cosmonium. I think I need to bring this. Okay, it's your friends. So we'll start counting from here, right? Shit, another problem here.